Good evening, everyone. Hodu Hashem ki tov ki l'olam hasdo. Loving God. This is our topic. When I said loving God, what do you think I'm talking about? What's cross in your head? What's the thought that just passed by you when you hear the words, these two words, loving God? What do you think I'm talking about? I'm about to talk about.
The first thing came to my head was fear.
Fear?
Yeah.
No. What's the meaning of loving God? Huh? So hold on. Who is loving here? We love God or God love us? It's a tricky title. Loving God means He loves us or we love Him. It should be both.
He's a
right?
loving God. That means He loves us, but we also love Him because we have to do
Okay.
what His will.
It's mutual, for sure.
It's mutual, you say. Okay, so let me tell you something very interesting. God, when He took Israel out of Egypt, then we become a nation till today. He gave us the Torah. The Torah has a lot of restrictions. The whole world exists before the Torah on the 7 universal laws. Everyone were Noahide, including Moses, Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Isaac, everybody. After receiving the Torah, let's say in a rough number, 2 months later, okay, it's 50 days later, okay, we become a nation. Hashem said in the Torah, Hayom hazeh nayeta le'am. This day you become a nation. Why? Because you accepted upon yourself the Torah. Now let me ask you something. Why would anybody agree to accept upon himself so many restrictions? 613 laws. I'm good with 7. What is this? I have to accept myself. Hashem said, by the way, if they don't accept, I will force the Torah on them. It's a promise I made to Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, that these guys, their children, their descendants will be mine. But what did Hashem do? How did Hashem trick us to accept the Torah? You know how He did it? The way Hashem did it, it's a lesson to all of us. How to behave at home, how to behave at work, how to educate our children, how to get the best workers at work with this recipe, with this formula that Hashem uses. And when it's all started, the people of Israel working at Egypt for 210 years, they are there for 210 years. Hard work was at the last 86 years. It was horrible. People died, children died. The Egyptians did with the Jews whatever they want. They thought they got them as slaves forever. All of a sudden, Moses comes and he gives a message to the people, Besorah. And Shalom Aleichem. The message is, I'm taking you out of Egypt. So for 1 year, Hashem is striking the Egyptians with how many plagues? How many plagues?
10.
10. I'm just making sure that you're in focus. 10 plagues. Ever since the plague started, the Jews stopped working. No more hardship. The Egyptians were busy with their own problems. So it lasts almost a year that the Israelites seeing how much God, the God of the Jews, is taking care of them. He's separating them from the Egyptians. he is striking the Egyptian with blood. Everyone has only blood to drink. People dying, animals dying, and the Jewish people, they're drinking the bunch of water as much as they want. They can draw water from the Nile, no issue. So the Jews become rich because they sold water to the Egyptians. If the Egyptians try to force it over the Jew, it will turn to blood. If we try to drink it with the Jew from the same cup, the Egyptian would drink blood, the Jews would drink water. It was miraculously so great, the Egyptians were in shock. The only way they can get water if they'll pay. And they paid really. The Israel took advantage of it. Hey, I worship, you killed my children, you killed me almost. Hey, now you're going to pay. So, the Jews love Hashem, say, wow, our God is with us. He didn't neglect us, Hashem is with us. And then the frog and the lice and all the 10 plagues. The Jewish people feels, Hashem is with you. Hashem is pouring love over the Jews in abundance. Imagine to yourself you have someone that is taking care of you, giving you whatever you like before you even ask. He's giving you food and money and clothing and medication, everything. He's taking care of you. One day he asks you, can you please help me out? I have a few chairs in the backyard just to bring to the house. My back is hurt. You stay at home, I'll take care of it for you. You go there, you take care of it, you give him food, you take it. I don't know how to pay him back. זה שהעץ, השם מרחם עליך. מי שברך אבותינו אומרים יצחק הוא ייתן שכל וחוכמה בינה ודעת לרונן בן. איך קוראים לאמא שלך? ילנה. שידע את הברכות טוב לפני שהוא מברך, כדי שהוא אוכל תמיד עם ברכה. אוקיי? אתה צריך לבוא לשיעור של הברכות.
אבל זה היה.
ב8:30. Okay, in any event, someone that loves you and you see it, you feel uncomfortable to do something wrong toward it, right? So the key word here will be what? Give me one word. What Hashem was pouring over us? Love. Ahava, love. Loving God. We should love God back for all what He's doing for us every day, all the time. And this is how Hashem got the Jews to accept the Torah. They got the manna, He saved them from the Egyptians. They become rich from taking the spoil out of the Red Sea. It was unbelievable. Every step they walk, they see miracles. Such a great God. Whatever you tell me, I'm with you. I'm giving you a Torah, 630 mitzvot, a lot of restriction, a lot of good things, a lot of strong things. We will do, and we will hear. That doesn't make sense. You should first say, let me hear, and then I'll make a decision. No, they said, just give it to us, we'll take it. We'll learn as we go. No nation in the world accepted Torah. Hashem went through all the representative of the nations, and He offered to Edomite, and the Canaanite, and Ishmael. Everyone rejected. Only the prophets of the Jews accepted. The representative, is the angel. The angel is delivering the message to the prophets. Of the non-Jews. The non-Jews has prophets. Back then, every generation, they get their own prophets. Okay, Bilam was a prophet. Job was a prophet. Okay. They didn't want to accept. They lost. Hashem offered them. The Jew says, how much does it cost? The tablets. Free, give us 2. Everybody knows the joke, right? If it's free, give us 2. So we got 10 commandments, and ever since we are blessed. We have direct relationship with God. There is no nation in the world that God is doing that. Can you imagine that? We as a Jew have a special relationship with the Creator of the world. As it says, Bani matem laHashem Elokechem. You are my children. So, Hashem is more strict with us than anyone else. Right? As a father is strict with his children. But a father always loves his son, even when he sins. Even when the son is doing wrong things. I'm your son. So, we are the only reason we are in exile and we don't have Mashiach now is because of our own actions. The fact that we are living in this status today is the consequences of our actions. That's it. Anyways, the key word is love, ahava. You want to get your kids' attention, your workers' attention, employing, pour love over them. They'll care about you. They'll do extra for you. Give them the feeling that they are part of a family. You care about them.
Different between mom and father also. Or the mom, mom.
Right. Why the kids love the mom more than they fear the father and love the mom? Because the mom, she's more sensitive. This is why he says, Kabed et avicha ve'et imecha. Honor your father and your mother. And then he says, about the mother, there's another pasuk. He says, Ish imo ve'aviv tirau. You should fear your mom and your father. So when you're talking about honor, you're talking first, you mentioned the father. And we're talking about fear, you mentioned first on the list, the mother. Why the change in the order? Because you're already respecting your mother, you were with her all day, you love her, there's no need to push you for that. So you have to mention father first, honor your father and your mother. But with fear, you fear more your father. Right? So you have to say mother first. Right? Because the child is in the mother's possession all day. Okay? I can tell you in my house. The kids, when they want something, they go to my hotel. They know, for me, so many times I would say, investigation starts. Why this? I'm asking questions. They go to a where's my car? I gave it to them. Today I have to find where's my car. Why? Because they don't. If they ask me, I say, don't touch my car, please. I need it 3 o'clock. Yeah, but now it's 10 in the morning. I don't know if you come back on time. Just leave it. So, because it happens, I won't give it to them. They go to Odelia. That's it. Because it's in every house it's like that. I believe. The mother is more soft. They know how, I don't want to say to manipulate, but they know to whom to go to get what they want. Right? The father of the house, the head of the house, they're more strict. And we have less patience than the mothers. Right? Yes, no, that's it. The mother, okay, more soft. When you come back, then make sure you do. Well, make sure, leave the keys earby. It's different. This is the nature. This is how God put in the DNA of the woman and the man. Okay. This is why a healthy family, a good family, is what the Torah is required. What the Torah said, what the Torah commanded. A father and a mother. Not father, not mother, mother. Like we have today. Here couples, mother, father, father. Everything is upside down. Everything is... no. What the Torah says, that's the way it should be. Tov. Let's read this part, page 330, and see how is that related to what we say. So the key word is love. And how you love God, when you look at what He's doing for you, you see how He is loving God, I mean loving toward you, and now you love Him back. Because He's doing so much, but we never look at things. We take things for granted. What to say?
One must remember that if a man has a wife who he loves like his soul, or a son that he loves with his whole heart, he exerts himself constantly to benefit them and to do all that they wish. And he does so not out of fear of them or in expectation of reward from them for doing their will, but out of great yearning love for them.
Right.
How much more so in one's service of the blessed God should he dedicate his heart and all his deeds to his great name alone, and not perform mitzvot out of love or fear of people, or out of expectation of reward from them. He should dedicate all of his deeds exclusively
Right.
to his great name and not have any other reason.
So it just makes sense when you have a wife that takes care of you. You love her with all your might, with all your heart. Why you love your wife so much? She's so good to me. She is there when I need it. She is there for me. You will let no one harm her or do anything. You will sacrifice yourself for her. And so here our sages reminding us that God is doing at least the same like your wife, and God is more powerful than your wife. I think, no? Okay. He is, right? He is providing us. He created us, so we should show Him love back. The same. It's a very simple logic. You know, there is something we all have to face with every day, and it's called evil inclination, the Yetzer Hara. You know, Adam, when he sinned, what happened? He was already in Gan Eden, he was already in heaven. But then he sinned, and that's the reason we're here. So, should we be upset with Adam? The Zohar says, you were there, you were part of his neshama too. Maybe your influence over him too also, huh? You were part of it. And the Zohar says when the neshama leaves to its place back after 120 years, you meet Adam. And you are asking a question. See what happens? Why I have to go through all this? You're like complaining against Adam. And Adam will tell you, well, you know what's the difference between you and I? I transgress one prohibition. I did one sin. Let's see how many sins you did toward your God. God, out of His mercy and love, He gave us the opportunity to rectify. And this is an opportunity for each and every one of us to fix, to rectify bad traits. We're not here only to eat, to drink, go to sleep, and wake up the next day and in the same routine. No. We, Jew or non-Jew, here to do something for our own soul. If you miss, you have to come back. If you didn't complete the mission, you have to come back. You don't want to do that. You might mess it up again. And then the neshama, the soul, goes back to its place. If we learn to appreciate, it's something very simple, so basic. Like we appreciate people that we love, either children or husband or wife or neighbor or your teacher. We give a little bit back to God out of that, Hashem will be happy with us. Nevertheless, it makes sense to do that, but we don't do it. Rabban Yochanan says to his students before he died, they told him, give us something before you die. Give us something that will, another tip to this life. He says, I wish Yihyeh mora rabchem ke mora shamayim. I wish you fear God same as you fear people. What? It should be the opposite. No. Because the nature is all of us to fear people. We forget about God. This is why, when a thief, he goes breaking into someone's house, he doesn't care about God. He doesn't fear God. He fears people might get caught. There's alarm, the police. Hello? Before you even start thinking about it, why didn't you think God sees you? Why are you not afraid of God? You're afraid for people more than Hashem. Every time we commit a sin, or we're doing something that we don't want people to see, at that time you're showing Hashem that you fear people more than Him. And if any sin you do in a hidden place, as it says in the Talmud, everyone, kol mi she'over avera b'chadrei hadarim, if you are committing a sin in a hidden place, nifara'in mimeno begalui, you will pay it in public. You doing sins in the secret, right? In the dark places, in places you think nobody see you, Hashem will make sure you'll get embarrassment really soon in front of everybody. It's not really a punishment. It's to clear the sin that you did. Hashem is helping you. Every time you get punished, it's Hashem's way to clear our sins. Bottom line, how we can earn a place in the world to come is by rectifying our bad traits. If you don't know what's wrong, you should consult with your rabbi. Doing tzedakah and chesed, giving. It's harder when you're rich. Average people doing more chesed than rich people. Believe me. And by doing that, Torah and chesed, you are completing a mission in this world. God is happy with you. God is satisfied with you. I want to conclude with saying that I want to wish everyone here, especially the Medina's family, for hosting the shiur. Hashem will give us a lot of good opportunities to serve Him. Hashem will give us the ability, financially, from a health point of view, to be able to show Him that we love Him by giving, to be givers, to support each other, to be united. Our power is being united, and we can do only that with love. Love toward your children, toward your husband, wife, your neighbors. We as a Jew must be an example to the world. Believe me, people looking at us. People wonder, you're a Jew? What is that you're doing? Should be an example. Or lagoim, light to the nation. Should stop once a day and think, what am I to do? Am I light for the nation or not? You're lying, you're cheating, you're stealing. You're acting like a criminal. You're not light. You're bringing darkness to this world. Okay? This is not how sons of a king act. Alright? So, I wish that will be a good example. We're trying, we're making efforts with everything we do. We go every morning to the shul, we go in the evening, we're studying Torah, we're teaching Torah, we're learning Torah. All day long you can listen to videos, the classes, Torah classes all over. Instead of music all the time, the hip-hop, wasting time with this nonsense. You know what, I'm not saying don't hear it completely. Balance. Half of the time listening to maybe Jewish music, listening to Torah classes. Learn. You'll be smarter. You'll be wiser. You'll be clever. The Torah makes you smart. Every time, every Torah class, it hits your sechel, your wisdom, your heart, your brain. You'll do your business the next day better. Believe me. There's a reason why the Jews, nonetheless, they are in the exile, they are successful. They don't stop learning. The Torah makes you sharp. Bring blessing to your life. And with this love toward Torah, love toward Hashem, we'll see blessing in everything we do. Again, on behalf of Ohev Israel Foundation, please go to our website. You just have it here on the Facebook Live. Please place your donation to support us with to be able to do more and more Torah classes and helping more and more families. Toda rabba. God bless you all. See you next week, same time. Amen.